I don't hear anything, and I accept the music. I don't hear your voice though. Yeah, great.
All right, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I just got some audio going. I see some folks in the chat. Cool, 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 cool. All right, we're getting things running. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and we'll go ahead and get started. So let me see if I can show you my face. Hello. How's everybody doing? Sorry if I'm keep like looking over there on the right side. I'm also kind of just double checking on the stream to make sure that everybody can see me. So just to kind of let you know, just wanted to welcome everybody to the Central Ohio GameDev group. This is our monthly GameDev last Saturday of the month event, and this year is actually probably one of the first holiday ones we've done. Usually we kind of cancel these just because there's it's hard to get people out when there's holidays, but we figured since a lot of people are kind of staying at home, we figured we'd just go ahead and do one anyways. It's going to be a very casual, light meeting, so not a whole lot to kind of catch up, but there's a couple of things. And the biggest thing is just kind of afterwards, if you want to kind of hang tight and say hi to folks, and if you're kind of just hanging out today, this will be a good time to catch up with people. We'll kind of initiate a couple conversations I got kind of lined up. But yeah, initially just kind of having fun. It's the day after Christmas, December 22nd. We'll kind of be around for a little bit. I mean, I usually say till about 4 p.m., but just depending on how the crowd is. So myself, I'm Wesley Adams. I'm one of the admins for the Central Ohio Game Dev group. I'm just kind of setting up in my slightly artistic slash messy background. Um, there's a lot of snow outside. I think it's kind of nice to kind of settle in for today, and just kind of talk a little bit about game development around Ohio. So Caleb is actually kind of sidelining a little bit in terms of just helping in the background, just kind of audio stuff and whatnot. But for the most part, I'll just kind of be leading today's event and kind of giving everybody just kind of our monthly announcements and kind of things that kind of happen throughout and just kind of having a lot of fun. So, first and foremost, if you're new to the COG Central Ohio Game Dev group, welcome. Say hi in the chats. We have a lot of really great people kind of coming through and just saying hi and definitely introduce yourselves. We've basically this entire year, wow, for 2020, at least since probably about the end of March, we've been all online. So it's kind of been a really big push for us. I know we've talked about this before, but it goes without saying that we really appreciate everybody's patience as we're kind of learning new technology and kind of giving everybody kind of some new information about things kind of going on. And trying to keep everybody connected the best we can. So that's kind of been our goal, right? Is we really want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity, whether it's online or, hopefully once we get there, in person, we want to create basically just kind of a funnel of game development experience and opportunities within Ohio and within our region, which is Central Ohio or Columbus, usually. But we welcome everybody, whether that means you're a game developer, whether that means that you're just kind of interested in games or game development and trying to get to learn more about it. We have a pretty good community that's like very interested in helping out other folks and just kind of get to know each other. I mean, myself, I'm definitely interested in getting to know each other. So anything that we can do to help, please let us know. We were more than happy to kind of connect you. We also have, like I mentioned, Caleb is one of our admins, and then also Scott as well. He's been with us for a while, and Caleb's been with us for quite some time now too, both helping out to kind of coordinate on different events and whatnot. So yeah, we're here to you'll see us on our Discord, which has kind of been our primary chat focus. We also have a Facebook, which I'll kind of post up here in a sec, and then a website that actually I'll be working on next week to kind of really finalize. So that'll kind of be some good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to some of our news and events. So let me see if I can do this. me see if I can do this pretty easily. And we'll do that. All right. Cool. Not as seamless as I'd hoped, but hey, it worked. All right, so we are the Central Ohio GameDev group. This is always a kind of mentioned as a picture in the background of one of our, actually, something that we'll be talking today is one of our game jams that we do every year. But yeah, so there's quite a few of us. We've grown a lot online too. So thanks for everybody kind of jumping in, and kind of having good time getting to know people. And the neat thing is it's also brought in a lot of folks that have maybe not had a chance to meet in person, but now can because it's more or less more in you know the availability of being able to be online versus kind of having to drive out too far or schedule conflicts or whatever. So it's been kind of neat seeing everybody, new and old, and also old and back, right? So without further ado, so we are a collaboration of a lot of different groups. We help to connect with other groups like CCAD, Columbus State, OSU. I also mentioned that there's the Cleveland GameDev group, which is actually a IGDA chapter, which is a really nice connection. That's a national resource for game developers. So there's a lot of really good folks there. There's also a meetup or a group in Cleveland. It's actually where Scott was from. So he was helping out there for a while and then came out to help us when he moved to Columbus. So definitely some really great groups out there. So even if you're not central local, even if you're outside of Ohio, like let us know because we may actually know folks that we can help connect you, right? I think there was a couple of folks last meetup that was from outside of the Ohio that we were trying to start talking to. So, and if I forget, like let me know because like I said, there's a lot of things going on and we're here to help, but sometimes I can kind of forget things. So definitely happy to help and get to know each other. So there's a couple of events that are changed and needs to be updated for January. So one of the things is we still have our prototype in play, which is the second Friday of the month, January 8th. So this is the same second Friday each month. We do a Discord presentation of games that people are currently working on. Primarily is games, but a lot of times people will come in and we welcome anything that's game dev related. So if you're working on a song or if you're working in writing and you just want to get some game design concepts and feedbacks, anything that's game dev related, we're happy to have and host you on our Discord channel. Um, so a lot of what we have is, basically just a video chat channel on Discord and a text chat channel. And I'll actually kind of show that a little bit if I can switch back over. Do this. Whoop, wrong one. I got too many things. All right, too many cooks. So you'll see in our Discord channel our prototype and play. This is what is our category channel. So we open and close this periodically, usually right before the event. I'll go through and kind of clear all these out. But essentially you'll see that there's a couple of different folks from technically this month, soon to be last month, and they basically have a chat channel and a corresponding voice channel. So essentially what you'll do is you can present yourself just like I am right here in the voice channel, and anything that you want to show up like a link or people have questions, or maybe they're just too shy to kind of be on video or be in a chat room like what we have here, they can kind of post messages in here as well. And so this is kind of our setup. All you have to do is message me um, in Discord, and my username is wolfgamer6815 is my username. So you can feel free to message me. I usually help to coordinate this. We're looking for other different tools that can kind of help streamline this a little bit more, but for right now this seems to work pretty well. And especially if you're working on a game, please do have a chance to like showcase it. Whether it's with us or somebody else, it's really important that you get a chance to get feedback and get some initial thoughts when you're working on it and as you're working on it. So definitely wanted to kind of showcase that a bit. So I'll kind of go back. All right, and got too many things. All right, so that is our, went too far. Cool. That is our prototype and play. Our Let's Play, Scott's been helping, or excuse me, Kayla's been helping to work with that with Scott. And that is the third Sunday of the month. Currently, that's still on. We'll let you know if it does change. But that is on January 17th from 2 to 4 p.m. In December, we actually did a multiplayer game, which was Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time, I think it was called. So we basically, what we do every month is we pick a theme. This month being multiplayer. We haven't determined what January will be yet, and if you do have ideas, let us know. We're happy to kind of post stuff up. But we had a lot of fun there. If you're on our YouTube, which I mean, if you're looking at this, you're probably seeing it right now. Check out our video. We played Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time, and that was a lot of fun. We definitely want more folks on there. So if you are interested in being a part of these, that's the whole point. Basically, what we do is we take a game genre and we let the community vote on a game that they want to see played. So like sometimes it's puzzle games or narrative games, or this time it was multiplayers. And we kind of throw up a couple ideas, and then eventually we get a Google forum and we let you guys vote for your favorite game. And then we play it and then we break it down too. So it's more than just like, hey, we're kind of doing a let's play, but it's more like also we kind of break down like aesthetics and kind of what's kind of working, what maybe could be improved, and we kind of get thoughts from the crowd on YouTube about what their thoughts are. So it's kind of a kind of critique and different breakdown of what the game is in terms of its core designs. So we have a lot of fun with that. I think we've been really looking forward to those, and it's been thanks to you guys and with Caleb's help, kind of helping to coordinate that. Let us know what you want in January. We're more than happy to get some ideas, and if you want to be a part of it, we'll help to coordinate you on Discord to get you to play with us. Because we'd love to have you guys involved too. So that's kind of what we're doing this month. And then the last thing, which is the big thing, is our global game jam, which this year is all online. And we mentioned this kind of in a soft announcement last month, or I guess sometime this month. But it is January 29th through the 31st. Technically, they could start as early as Wednesday. But basically, Global Game Jam is an event that allows you to work with other game developers or non-game developers, and create a game in 48 hours. In this instance, it's going to be a little bit different this year because everybody's working from home and practicing safe social distancing and all that. So they made the call to do it all online. So this year, we're going to be coordinating everything kind of like we did. If those of you that were familiar with the GDEX game jam, it's going to be a lot like that in a sense, except instead of things being are the games at the event, end of the event being pushed on itch.io. This time it's going to be pushed to Global Game Jam website, which I'll show here in just a sec. But yeah, essentially we're going to be communicating all through Discord, just like we did during the GDEX Game Jam, which is our yearly game developer expo, which we had online this year. Had a lot of really good participants there. A lot of really phenomenal games, and I think that you guys did really well with that. So we had like I think about 150 folks there almost by the end of it, which was great. And we had 20 games, so I definitely would love to see like what our groups can do too, because I think I mean we always have a blast. And like I said, you don't have to have game development experience to participate. Definitely, if you do and you want to, we highly encourage it too. It's a great learning experience. It's kind of one of like what we mentioned before. It's kind of one of the best ways to kind of get a little short experience of what it feels like to work in the game industry. in kind of like shortened amount of time. And the greatest payoff is that there's no, really big consequences. If you don't finish the game for whatever reason, finished or unfinished, it's no big deal. There's, you've maybe taken 48 hours or so to, make it and whatnot, and you will learn a lot during that whole session. So we highly encourage this event and other game jams that we're working to push throughout the year because they are such a good learning experience. So I'll kind of let me see if I can, show you what the website looks like. And I'll kind of wait for the stream. But essentially, this is our COG Jam 2021 event. I'll go ahead and post this in the chat channel so that you all have that. But it's a free event this year. Last years and some of the years before, we've started doing like ticket sales, mainly just to pay for the venue costs and because it is like an overnight stay and the food and everything. But this year, since it's all online and there's no food, we're just going to be doing it for free. So all the better. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies, everybody. We want everybody involved. So we got a couple of folks already starting to register. So the more the merrier, so to speak. Just kind of ignore this like Idea Foundry, which is where we used to do it before. It's all going to be online, and we've already kind of got a meetup event for it too. But essentially, once you sign in here, what you'll do is you'll go in and just use this as a place to kind of register your username, and then you and a group will go in and actually be able to upload your game at the end. You can come with a group if you want to. You don't have to. When we get there on that Friday, the 29th, if you don't already have a group, which is very common, so don't feel like that's a standard. But if you don't come with a group, then then we will help to coordinate a group with you. Either we'll work to do that in person and help with everybody throughout the event that day to get everybody into a group, or we'll do it through some sort of Discord bot means, which we're working on. But either way, we will get you a team, so don't worry about it. During the event, if you have any issues, like we'll be sure to let you know which admins are there to help out, and you can reach out, and we'll be there in real time to coordinate that. That Friday will also be the same day that we'll reveal the theme. As you notice up here, the 29th is that Wednesday, which technically the theme will be revealed, but if you want to wait and you can kind of like blind yourself, so to speak, from Global Game Jam theme reveals, then you can wait till Friday to do it. It's just traditional that they do it on the Friday, which is different because this is like an international game jam event. They kind of start those different times, but since everything's starting online whenever, they are basically just kind of starting in early. So but we are starting on the 29th, and we'll do the theme reveal at that date as well. So if you want to wait until then, we'll kind of do a little live stream like this, and we will reveal the theme then. And then afterwards, we'll break up into groups, and we will start to get everybody into a team. And our goal is to definitely get people together that have like at least programming and art experience. So we try to like divvy up people that way and make sure that groups that do come in that they kind of have all the resources they need, and then from there, like you can start to coordinate and think about what do we do with this theme, like what kind of game do we want to make, and start to the brainstorm session. And just like in years past, and even during the GDEX Game Jam, we are always trying to get game developer professionals out there to help you guys throughout the weekend. They are optional. We're going to be working to get like a live stream of someone coming in and talking about their experience, or also like having peer reviewers, so people coming in to take a look at your game and give you some feedback, or if you have questions for them, you can talk to them. And for those of you who are also on the stream that have helped in these portions in the past, we greatly appreciate it. These are a great way for not only for people coming in that have aspirations of working in game development or are working in game development to be able to connect to game developer for professionals and get some really good feedback. So again, those are optional. So if you happen to, feel like, oh, I don't want any distractions, you don't have to. It's not a big deal. But we're going to try to bring it there for those of you that are interested. And we've had a lot of really good people interested in getting some awesome feedback, both in the Global Game Jam events in the past and also the GDEX Game Jam that we did a couple months ago. So keep on the lookout for that. As we kind of go through more events, we'll start to post things out. But even today, if you want to, I went ahead and put the link in the chat, and you can sign up today and just get that kind of on the roll. And we'll give you more information as things kind of come through. So, all right. So we go Global Game Jam. I also have all the events down here for our online event, our online way to kind of connect with us. We have our Meetup events, which does all our events. So if you're looking to see what's coming up next in terms of the calendar events, that's a great place to go to. Right now, it forwards from the cog.com, which is our primary website, which will be worked on this week, next week. So we've kind of been pretty busy kind of working through some of this online event stuff, was kind of interestingly enough kind of put some of the website stuff a little bit behind as unintentionally. So now we've got a kind of a week off, so I'm going to be working on that. And maybe Caleb will be helping out too. I think he said he was going to maybe chime in, but we'll see. So keep on the lookout for that. We're going to try to get that worked out for you guys. And then our Facebook group is another great place to kind of like meet with people. They've been there for a long time. So we could try to post both in Discord and Facebook, which you'll see both here. And then the last one, which is new this year, is our YouTube channel, which you're here, right? So if you just look up the COGG, you will find us, and you'll find all our events and all our videos from this year. So keep a lookout for that as well for live events. Cool. So we are, about 1,800 members strong on our Meetup page. We've got several hundred in our other different medias as well. But yeah, just kind of a lot of the stuff I've already mentioned before. We're still all online, for January. We've been basically just kind of updating this monthly. Basically, our GameDev meetups is a great way to kind of figure out what we're doing month to month. And then the big one for January is our Global Game Jam. So a lot of the stuff we've already done before. So I think we'll go to this last one. All right, so we've done our announcements, and we've kind of done our holiday social meetup as well, which is going to be coming up right after this this talk, which again is going to be pretty short today. But what we wanted to do is get a chance to kind of talk to everybody. So what we'll have as well is kind of like a social holidays meetup on our Discord. So usually, this is not going to be too much different, but usually we have we meet up on Discord to kind of hang out with people and get to talk to people. This month we don't have any presentations. It's just going to be a fun casual event. But we're going to get in together and then basically just have a couple of questions. So my question for you, let me see if I can switch over. So I've got mine lined up. All right. So my question is like, what are you wearing today? Or throughout the holiday weekend. So I'm kind of wearing my my Zelda like sweater that I got like I guess from T Fury a couple of years ago. So I'm kind of sporting that today. I've got some festive drinks. This is just water with like some orange and berries in it. And I've also got some coffee too, which has nutmeg and stuff in it. So if you got something lined up today, we're going to be hanging out in Discord, just kind of talking with folks. So that's going to be in our chat channel. So if you are, let me see, in Discord, which let me go ahead and share that with you right now. Okay, might as well just kind of move that there too. So, oh, let me just do this. if you're in our Discord, which I'll send out the link before we head out today, we're going to go ahead and be in the voice channels, and under that is the general channel. So feel free to kind of jump in there, and we'll have a couple of folks in there, and then we'll start our conversations that way. And that'll probably be the easiest way to kind of get to talking to us and just kind of hanging out for a little bit. So, and then my question for everybody before we chime out today is, you know, what is your favorite holiday video game, right? So, I kind of thought about this a little bit, not too hard, but I think there was some nostalgia back in the day. If you guys remember, there was a game called Elf Bowling, which I thought was hilarious. So that's kind of one of my nostalgic like games. It was basically you were bowling down a bowling lane and there's elves instead of pins, and they would just do like really raunchy slide remarks as you start to hit them, and then with the bowling ball, and then if you did really bad, they would just like pass like just really aggressively like say, mock you or whatever, and I thought that was funny. So that's one of my favorite ones. So if you got a game lined up, you thought about one, we can talk about it in the chat, and then meet us up in Discord, which again I'll show you here. I'll message you all here in a short while, and yeah, join us there. We'll have some fun. Bring your drinks, bring your you know ugly sweaters or what have you, and let's just have some fun. So that's it today. Let me just kind of do a double check, see if there's anything else. Yeah, not too much. So what we'll go ahead and do is we'll switch off into Discord, and if nothing else, if this is your our video for today, and we didn't happen to get to see you, we just want to thank everybody for what I would call for at least a very good 2020. I know it's been a lot of ups and downs all year. But I think we're very blessed and thankful to have everybody in our community. We obviously can't do this without you guys, so we really appreciate everybody's help. And if nothing else, hope you have a happy, safe holidays. Hope you had an amazing Christmas and a happy New Year. And we're definitely looking forward to 2021. We've got a lot of things lined up, and we're just excited to kind of get to know you and get to grow our community even more, and just help more game developers, strive and become better. So, cool. Well, I'm not gonna, post this for too much longer, so we'll cut this off. But thanks for everybody this year, and we'll catch you next time. So, all right, thanks everybody. Have a good one. We'll catch you in the Discord here in just a few.